Well, for once we had a mostly sunny day doing a weather video because we got to talk about the rain event for tomorrow again. We have more models to look at. We did have a mostly sunny day, some clouds to start, and there was some jet junk around, so it wasn't completely clear. Later on in the day, though, the conditions improved and there wasn't as much jet junk. I wish I had gone on a bigger hike to the Pines, but I just went to the Edgewood Preserve. But we did have some nice blue skies, so I'll show you what it looked like. No video, but you can see all these beautiful pines here that I did have a chance to enjoy, luckily. So it was nice. So it was very mild today. Now the night, obviously, we have the high clouds rolling in. So you can see this what the sky looked like here in Garden City Park. Interesting. You can see those cirrus clouds. Kind of pretty though. That power line there is a classic Jersey Central power line. No, I'm just kidding. It does look like it though. 34.5. All right, whatever. Let's talk about the weather here. We got going on out there right now, and you can see it looks like we got a bunch of high wind warnings and wind issues for the plains, upper plains, blizzard up in Wisconsin there, blizzard warnings and winter storm warnings, I think, over there. And it looks like, what do we have on the lakes here? Gale watches as well. So big storm over there. And then we have severe weather, tornado watches in this is the system that's going to be affecting our area tomorrow and tomorrow night in a weekend form. You can see we've got tornado watches and even some tornado warnings out of the Midwest. If we just go to just warnings, you see it looks like we do have one active tornado warning, including a severe thunderstorm watch and a flash flood warning as well. So these are some pretty bad storms over there. That's part of the system that's going to get to us. Right now, though, today we had a mild day, and it's gotten cold tonight. We have radiational cooling going on as the high clouds roll in, at least for the time being. 37, down to 37 now at Islip. And we also have, let's see what West Hampton is. 28, 30 at Shirley, 20, it's 33 in Ridge. The top of Stony Brook, though, 47. That's what it tells you. This is at a height above the ground, so it's just very shallow, cold air. And obviously, LaGuardia, 46. Central Park, 47. And, yeah, you take a guess what it is in the alley. 47. Yeah, that's right, 47.
Oh, I hate this place!
Not getting any radiational cooling here, that's for sure. 36 at Ocean County Airport. Pretty chilly night tonight. And we'll go and look at the highs today because it was a pretty mild day today. We got up into the mid-50s today across Long Island. And a little cooler off to the mid-50s in Ocean County, to a little cooler. And for some reason, Central Park was only 52. But most sites got up into the mid-50s today. And let's look at the lows. 27 at West Hampton. I guess these are the current temperatures here that we have for lows. We're starting to get radiational cooling last night, and then the clouds kind of came in and kind of put a lid on it. Kind of show you what happened last night here for a moment. So you could see how the temperatures were. Let's see, we're at November 23rd. You see how the temperatures were dropping into the 30s, and then they bumped up as the winds picked up and actually rose into the mid and upper 40s. So, that's kind of interesting how that happened. So we'll go over our statistics for today at Islip. And high was 54. That's 3 degrees above normal. Normal high is supposed to be 51. Low of 42. Obviously, the normal low is 35. So we're close to the normal because it was taken earlier. But the mean was still above normal for the day, and we'll probably still be a couple degrees above normal for the day. Looking at the satellite, you can see all the high clouds streaming in. And we're going to look now at the larger view, and you can see this is our next storm system and all the severe weather that's going on in the south, and look at all this lightning too. Incredible amounts of lightning here in East Texas. So they're just getting pounded with severe weather from this very potent system, pulling up some pretty warm, humid air ahead of a cold front, and that is what's causing the severe weather. And they're even, like I said, even an enhanced risk here. Overview. That is a risk. That red is the tornado watch. But there's a slight risk and maybe a little bit in there. Very unusual to see this in November. late November, but if you take a look at the air mass that's ahead of this front, it's probably very tropical. So, yeah, yep, dew points to the 70s, and then you have much drier air behind it, classic dry line situation. So that's why we're seeing that severe weather. And here's our weather map. High pressure is going to be leaving us tomorrow. Low pressure, complex areas of lows move into the area, and that's going to bring in rain. And unfortunately, it's going to be quite a rainy day for tomorrow, perhaps especially into the evening. We'll go ahead and look at the latest models. But you can see here, and then on Wednesday, we have the cold front coming through. So a lot of people are going to be traveling. The timing of this rain is not at all good. Looking at the radar, nothing going on in our area, but you can see again shower activity here. We got winter weather up in North Dakota, and we'll be moving into Wisconsin. And this is all the severe weather now that we have that is now moving into Arkansas and Louisiana and Mississippi as well eventually. And this area really affected East Texas quite heavily as well. Let's go to the power outage map, just see how this impacted here. All right, not too many power outages, but still considerable amount of severe weather over there. And I know there were a number of tornado warnings as well, including one that shut down an airport, I believe, in Dallas, I think. I don't know if it was Dallas or Houston or one of those cities. I think it was Dallas. So anyway, go to the European here and just show you what's going to be happening. High pressure moves offshore, low pressure moves toward us tomorrow. And we start dealing with some rain. Light rain at first, and then as we get later in the night, there'll be some heavier rain. And then after that rain is done, we'll have another shot at some rain maybe on Wednesday, not as much. And then the colder air moves on in after that. So I'll be talking about the weather for the next 48 hours in this video. And we go over some of these models here. We'll go over the short-range models. So here we go into tomorrow. Stage starts dry, and then the light rain moves in. If they're mainly light, it's going to mainly be light through around 7, and then right after around 9 o'clock, that's when it's 8 or 9 o'clock, it's going to start getting heavier. You're going to start having some showers in here. There's no thunderstorms or anything like that. I don't think there'll be any, but there'll definitely be some heavier downpours in there. And then a little bit of it kind of lingers, a little piece of it lingers, and then moves through the day on Wednesday as well over Long Island around noon. And then there could be scattered showers later on with the cold front, and it looks like it is developing a line of showers right around 7 o'clock. That could be interesting. We'll have to, again, talk about that, I guess, tomorrow night, if that does look interesting or not. I was not going to do a video tomorrow night, but you can see there's a line right there of showers there. Don't think it'll be severe, but it's right now, it's kind of high. I don't think the Storm Prediction Center, I probably should not have closed that window. Let's open close tab here. Let's see if they have any outlooks for our area. Our day 3, that would be Wednesday. Yeah, they just have a slight thunderstorm risk. It could be a thunderstorm. It's possible with that front because that will be a pretty strong front that's going to move through. So looking at your dew points and wind flow as we head into tomorrow, those dew points definitely on the rise as the rain moves in, and getting kind of muggy as we get into later tomorrow night and Wednesday. And you're going to feel that mugginess on Wednesday. It's going to be warm, quite warm, and moist too. Dew points up there quite a bit, well into the 50s, possibly 60. But you see what's going to happen here with this front. And this is a concern I have for tomorrow night, is that we will be seeing, not tomorrow night, but Wednesday night, we could see a line of showers and thunderstorms break out, that some of them could be strong, because you have two pretty different air masses here on either side, and that always has the potential for some thunderstorm activity, and who knows, maybe even severe weather. I wouldn't rule it out. You got to remember, this system has produced severe weather already, so it's not while it won't be as bad here, it's still the potential is still there. Temperatures probably stay where they're at, because I think the clouds are going to be thickening and lowering. And tomorrow we'll see temperatures get up into the 50s. You can see that really warm air off to the south there, over the mid-Atlantic, and then those temperatures kind of just stay there, stay in the 50s, and then rising probably Wednesday, possibly close to 60 or even more than that if you're in Jersey, perhaps even mid-60s over there. So it's going to be very warm on Wednesday, very warm, well above normal, quite warm ahead of this cold front here that we're going to have moving in. So looking at the total accumulated precip on the HRRR model, going through at least through Wednesday night, it's showing that some areas now a little more generous with the rainfall here, up to an inch or more of rain. Both systems here that we would have, and at least up to at least a half an inch, and maybe even an inch of rain. And so it's trending wetter. But most of that rain is going to fall after 9 o'clock tomorrow night. So that's the first wave of rain there, and you can see some of that heavier rain might get enhanced over the east end. It is rain we need because, again, we're below normal for precipitation, so it definitely couldn't hurt, although it sucks the timing that it happens. But that's what it's looking like right now on the HRRR at least. That's what this model is showing. Let me go over to the NAM next now. Do have the 0Z NAM, and the NAM, not quite as wet. It looks like it does generate some more rainfall with that second front, but the first wave of it, just some areas are going to get a quarter of an inch or less, and some areas might get to a half an inch. NAM is drier, but I don't know if I'm necessarily buying that. So here's the NAM, and you can see it's again, light rain breaks out in the afternoon, maybe even getting moderate a little bit here, and then another wave comes in later on with the heavier rain later on. Not sure if I'm buying this NAM completely here. And then Wednesday, mostly dry, could be a spot shower, and not really a whole lot. Here's that cold front again. And yeah, it looks like it does have a thunderstorm over central Jersey. I think somebody is going to get a thunderstorm later Wednesday evening and afternoon in the evening with that front, because it's a sharp front, and then the cold air comes right in with that. So that's what the NAM has. Let's go to the HDRPS next. And we don't have the 0Z in. The problem with the HDRPS doesn't go as far out, so we can't see the cold front for Wednesday night, but we can definitely see what happens tomorrow. And you see mainly light rain again. I think it's late, and it doesn't really start getting heavier until 8, 9 o'clock, and then we're going to start seeing that heavier rain move into the picture. And this is as far out as the HDRPS goes. So that is most of the models that we have that I'll go over in this video for our precipitation issues. Obviously, plenty of clouds will be around for tomorrow. We'll show you this. I guess we could go over the RGM as well. But you see plenty of clouds for tomorrow, as well as Wednesday, too. Though there might be a break or two of sun, which would help destabilize things that much more. Just go to the precipitation here and see how this kind of... You can see that first little bit of rain, and then the real batch comes in later, again, tomorrow night. And there's another batch, and then Wednesday you can see there's scattered. This is a low-resolution model, but you can see scattered showers around for Wednesday, and then finally get rid of it for Thursday. But this is, again, the resolution on this model is not so hot for this kind of stuff. So I don't like using the RGEM for precipitation. We can use the FV3, which is the 0Z higher resolution GFS. And you see, again, that rain breakout right around 3, 4 o'clock, a little light rain there. And then it gets heavier as we get toward later in the evening. This is a little quicker with bringing in the heavier rain tomorrow night and Wednesday. And then tomorrow night into overnight Wednesday. And then Wednesday itself, just very scattered shower activity. And again, it doesn't seem to have a big line developed there with that front there. I do want to go back to the HRRR and look at a few other things here. Parameters here that we have. Cape, which we can look at and see if there is any cape at all. And it does show a little bit, just a little bit over New Jersey for later Wednesday. So that will have to be watched. Now we'll go ahead and look at the European, even though it's not the highest resolution model. We'll go ahead and see what the European has for rainfall amounts. And it's in line with what the HRRR is predicting. So like I said, I'm thinking some areas might see as little as a quarter of an inch, but I think more than that, most areas are going to see at least a half an inch and maybe more, perhaps as much as an inch of rain from both events. But again, most of that rain is going to fall after 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow night. That's what it's looking like right now. Let's go to the windy.com model and just take a look at that one and see if this one actually shows any thunderstorm activity. We're going to use this thunderstorm chart for. I don't think we have any thunderstorms tomorrow night, but it's a Wednesday that there could be some thunderstorm chances. It's not showing anything here, but we'll have to see how that all works. Oh, visibility. We can look at that as well. which again kind of show you if there's going to be any drizzle around, any sucky drizzle that we might have to deal with. This is for tomorrow, and you can see there's the light rain moving in. That's rain falling. I don't think that's drizzle. And then for Wednesday, there might be a little bit in the morning, maybe a little bit in the morning. And in the evening, that's when the next rounds of showers come in. You see that there's a shower coming in here. Though it gets it out of here, yeah, right around 5 o'clock, it would have like a little shower come through. But I don't see any drizzle showing up on here. Let's just go to the Ventus sky and see if that's showing any drizzle. I don't think it is. Can also look at the thunderstorm. I don't think there'd be any, but we'll go ahead and look at this. No cape for tomorrow night. What about Wednesday? Oh, there is some. So this is Wednesday is going to have to be watched. Potential for thunderstorm activity Wednesday with that front, because that's going to be a pretty strong front. You have, again, two very different air masses on either side. So that's going to have to be watched. That's why I'll have to do another weather video tomorrow night. All right, visibility. Go over to that. See if we have. We'll go to tomorrow. Will we have any drizzle? It's possible it might be a little bit, but I think it's mainly just going to be the light rain activity that's going to move in, and then it gets heavier as we get on. So you can see, kind of show you right there where the heavier rain is at. So that's going to be it. It's going to suck if it's light rain. It's not too bad, but where I live, it floods even when we have light rain. So a lot of times I don't go out on rainy days because it floods, and then it'll mess up your shoes because the streets are rivers here. Even if it's any kind of rain, it's like I said, we have no drainage here in Mineola, so it's like living in a concrete swamp because there's nowhere for the water to go, and that's why it just floods everywhere, and there's no drainage, here. So that is it. Thanks for watching this weather video. We'll see what happens as we head into tomorrow. Wednesday looks, like I said, fairly interesting for possible thunderstorm activity. That's it. Have a good night.